So we wrote this song a while back, and it started out sort of as a song about immigrants. I'm myself, I'm an immigrant, came to this country when I was very young, but just more reflecting on the experience of my parents and other people I know that came to this country and in other countries, people I know just later in their life and just the difficulties of that. What the introduction reminded me of is that there's the last chorus, and I'm just going to give it away so that you pay attention by the time it gets there. But it alludes to this idea that, we're in a way just sort of like all immigrants just passing by, and it's just sort of kind of like, I don't know, I think it's always been an uplifting song for me. And I really do believe that, like, these songs, we're just sort of like, I almost don't feel like we write them, we're kind of discovering them, we're unveiling. And I feel like when we really do a good job is when we just kind of continue to search within the song rather than try to make it be something. And then these ideas are there that always surprise us and, then even like inspire us. And this is a song called Aliens, and we hope you like it.
Set out for a future that would serve the children well. Through the waters put some distance between themselves and hell. They had money they were glad to trade for some documents and a name. For family they had photographs gathered in a frame. They learned to speak the native tongue, they had hoped to make a friend. But the meaning of the words they never seemed to understand. When they tried to make a joke, it somehow didn't seem so kind. And with the help of time became what they tried to leave behind. They were aliens in a foreign land, searching for a better world, but crashing somewhere else. So they were aliens, something less than man, a threat to people's happiness and trouble for their minds. The money wasn't hard to make, but it was hard to keep. The hole they made a home in every day, a bit more deep. When the children had adjusted, had a life to call their own, they put to use those documents across the waters that led back home. But they were aliens in a foreign land, searching for a world they knew, but finding something else. So they were aliens to their countrymen, with different views on happiness that trouble the people's minds. They kept crossing waters to find the place where they belong. And though they had each other, they couldn't help but feel alone. The search became a joke that somehow didn't seem so kind. But with the help of time, they came to understand that we're all aliens in a foreign land, coming from a better world and headed somewhere else. So we are aliens, and somehow also man, here to bring some happiness and trouble, because we're aliens in a foreign land, searching for a better world, but crashing somewhere else. So we are aliens, and with our fellow man. looking for some happiness and a little peace of mind.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've been playing together for about 8 years. When we met, Carlos was, well, we were both playing at open mics. That's how we met, but he's a self-taught singer-songwriter, guitar player. I am a classically trained cellist and singer, and I was not writing or improvising at all. I was like, I don't want to play a wrong note all the time. But that's how our collaboration started, and
The real turning point was we were having a practice, and Maddie played a wrong note, and then I was like, hey, that sounded cool, and she said, no, that doesn't go there. And I said, but it sounded cool, and we had like a 30-minute tiff about it, and I said, I'm not practicing anymore until you play that note again every time we play that song.
Yeah, he insisted on that. He was like, I
And
want
so
that note.
Then Maddie kind of sat there for another 30 minutes,
Yeah,
and
Paralyzed.
then begrudgingly like played that note.
yeah.
And then, and that's when I feel like we really started
Yeah.
songwriting together.
Gotta break through that wrong note fear. Any musicians out there, break through the wrong note fear.